One of the hardest things you will ever do, hardest but most rewarding, is to heal from narcissistic abuse. And although it is one of the hardest, most painful things that you can do, healing would be equivalent to the rainbow that God placed in the clouds for Noah and the rest of his children that were there on the earth, and for years to come, as a covenant promise to them and for us to know that he will never ever destroy the earth with water again. That's the promise that you get with healing. Although you're going to go through that pain of healing, there's going to be growth on the other side, perspective on the other side. There's going to be resilience on the other side. There's going to be increased emotional capacity on the other side, right? And so that is what it is that you are searching for. I don't ever want you to become disillusioned when it comes to healing from the narcissistic abuse cycle. If you refuse to really pay attention to the work that you're going to have to do and that's involved in healing, you will become disillusioned into thinking that it's just something that's going to be like snapping your fingers and it's going to be over with, or that there's not going to be any pain at all, because there will be pain. But remember, you're thinking about the rainbow that's on the other side of that pain. You're thinking about that rainbow, right? And one of the things that causes disillusionment is because you're seeing how other people healed and have moved forward in their lives, not realizing those individuals had to take the time and heal too. There is no get out of healing free card, right? And so when you become disillusioned into thinking that everything is going to be pain free, it's easier for you after being discarded or after you going through a reverse discard where you had to actually put him out and or leave. It would be easier for you to go right back into doing a reverse Hoover because you've gotten disillusioned into thinking that this process is going to be pain-free. Another thing that you have to be careful of, along with that disillusionment, is not having support groups available, not going to therapy and coaching, and getting yourself in the right mindset with self-help books, healing books that promote growth and moving forward, books that help you to get out of that stuckness season. Not doing those things can actually help to hinder you. But if you have your community in place, you have your support group in place, you have your friends and family who love you and who are life-giving, you can do the work, right? Because otherwise you would be just like the song, you'll be going back to them, right? Because of the pain and not understanding the reality of it. You are going to have withdrawal symptoms. It's just like having any other substance. You're going to go through a withdrawal. And the withdrawal pains is actually going to make you so uncomfortable where you're going to want to go back. Even calling up friends and family members and your group, community groups, small groups, and asking them to contact these individuals for you so that you can talk to them. That is part of the withdrawal. Being able to go through that withdrawal is one of the most important parts of healing from narcissistic abuse. And you're going through the withdrawals because of the trauma bond that was set in place that released those chemicals way back in the beginning of the relationship. The thing about it is, when you are going through withdrawal, if you give in to the withdrawal symptoms, if your friends and loved ones give in to those withdrawal symptoms and help you to contact that individual that you were in a romantic relationship with and a friendship with, or the group of individuals that you were in a group with, if they give in and help you to contact that person, they are basically enabling you for that substance. Because what happens is that being a victim of narcissistic abuse is actually having a love addiction. That addiction has to be broken, right? Otherwise, after the discard, you will find yourself doing a reverse Hoover and trying to chase him. And it's a song way back from long ago my aunt used to listen to. And it was called You Got Me Going in Circles. I'm not sure if that was the whole name of the title, but it went something like You Got Me Going in Circles. Da-dun, da-dun. Around and around I go. And it repeats that again. And then it says, I'm strung out over you. And there's nothing funny about being strung out when you are the victim of narcissistic abuse. You got to be able to understand that's what's going on. You're going through withdrawal symptoms. You're not crazy. You have been trauma bonded to this individual and soul tied, and you need to be able to heal. I have 2 programs that you can sign up for with coaching. And one program is called Right Anna, Reclaiming Yourself After Narcissistic Abuse. And that's just for you individually. And then I have Right Canna, Reclaiming Your Calling After Narcissistic Abuse. And you will go through in that second program, Nehemiah's Nucleus, where you are studying Nehemiah's life and how he was gaslit and how deception, manipulation, gaslighting, etc., by narcissistic people who were surrounded by him tried to interrupt his calling. And he had to do what? He had to say, determine in his mind, I'm doing a good work and cannot come down. So in that program, we go over how you can determine how you're going to do a good work and not come down and be distracted so you can get through your calling. That's the first year. The second year of Right Canna for Reclaiming Your Calling After Narcissistic Abuse deals with content creation, etc. You can DM me, or you can go to thevalleyofgrace.com and book a call. And you can also email me. And that email address is Katina Horton at thevalleyofgrace.com. You can heal so you don't spill. You can heal so you can be real. You can heal so you can reveal.
I'm trying to do it on my own. He gave more than I could have known. He turned those valleys into places to learn instead of burn and perish away. And nights never so cold without his grace. How could I say that I've seen the world from his great love? How could I know what he could love? How would I've seen what he had in store for me if I didn't give up and let him be my valley of grace, where things would change and maybe they'd take up the cross high again. The valley of grace never was the same after he had died. The love that refines. So much I wish I could give back, but I'm not intact to be sharing all of that. You took the price to give me that life, and now it's never gonna fade away. When I see I need more of him, he whispers the sweetest of mercies upon my ears, and I won't go back the way it was again, 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 and now a valley of grace where things would change much for me.